I'm Jamie Hooper with the Home Advantage team in RE/MAX Select Properties, and the October real estate statistics are in, and we're here to talk about them. But before we do that, we'd just like to remind you, if you get any value out of these videos, enjoy them at all, just click the thumbs up button down below, make a comment, or even subscribe to our YouTube channel. So October was the best month for real estate in Greater Vancouver in the past 18 months. Since the rates went up, or in March of 2022, it's been a pretty slow last 2.5 years. But October, after our most recent half-point interest rate drop, seemed to bring the market back to life a little bit. So we're going to dive into the stats here a little bit right now. But before we do that, let's explain what the ratios for sales statistics are. First of all, we've got a seller's market. And when you see the number above 20%, that means that it is a seller's market. And if the market remains that way for any extended length of time, prices will typically rise. And the next ratio we'll see is between 12 and 20%. That's a balanced market. And that means there's an equal amount of buyers and sellers in the marketplace, and prices will typically stay pretty flat during those conditions. And then the last type of market we have is a buyer's market, and that's when you'll see list to sell ratios, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes, under 12%. So first of all, we're going to talk about the detached market. So in October of 2024, we saw the list to sell ratios, which is the first number you see up top here, start to rise a little bit. Last month in September, these numbers were pretty much all below 12%, and we had buyer's market conditions across the Lower Mainland. But as I said, in October, the market came back to life a little bit, and we did a little better. The next column over talks about the percentage of homes that sold above the actual asking price. Now, why would that happen? Well, that typically means that there's multiple offers on the property. When the markets are on fire, like they had been between 2019 and 2022, these numbers sometimes were up in the 50, 60, 70% range, meaning 50, 60, or 70% of the homes that came on the market got multiple offers. That's because there was such a limited amount of listings and interest rates were low, and it was much cheaper to afford to purchase a home back then. So if you look down there, we see pretty low numbers there. The lowest is in Ladner, where only 6% of the homes got multiple offers. And then the highest was in Richmond and on the east side, where they each got 16%. Not very high numbers. And if you switch over to the next column there, it says the median days on market. That's the middle one. So if 100 houses sold, then this would be number 51 in there. And how long did it take for them to sell? Well, you can see that those numbers are higher too. Most of them are in the 20s, except for North Vancouver. Most of those numbers, like I said, in their 20s, whereas when the market's hot, you usually see those ratios down below 10 days, or the days on market below 10 days. And then the last column is the percentage that the seller got of their asking price. Now, again, these things are all in the mid 90s, as we see here. When the market's hot, those ratios sometimes average well over 100%, up to 105%. So that's having a look at the detached housing market. It did not come back as much as the townhouse and the condo market did. So we call this the attached market. And this is for townhomes, condos, and half duplexes. You can see the list to sell ratios are higher. Most of them are sellers markets, except for Richmond and downtown. The percentage of properties that sold above asking, higher than the detached market as well. The median days on market, less. Now, these are signs of a market that's getting busier. The townhouse and condo market is getting much busier here. So what we're going to see is list to sell ratios getting higher. The percentage of properties selling with multiple offers is going to get higher. The median days on market are going to get lower, and the percentage of the asking prices will get higher. So what's the outlook for the next couple of months before Christmas and heading into the new year? Well, we could have another interest rate drop sometime in the third week of December. If that did happen, I would anticipate that we're going to have a much busier 2025 than we've seen the last couple of years. And even if it didn't happen, I would still forecast that we're going to see a busier new year. Lots of properties still on the market now, so prices, if it is busy, don't just go up instantly. It takes a while to work through all of that inventory that's been on the market for a while. So that's it for now. We hope you got some value out of this video. And once again, if you got any enjoyment out of it, please either make a comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or click that like button.